Brandon Crash started somewhere last year where he got married. People had issues with that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he
kneeling down
before presidents and
showing
and
how
kings
humble
and
he
chiefs.
is. The man who said we should bring our own timetable is the man who is being presented to us as a possible vice president and a running mate to Dr. Bawumia. Kingsley, the choice of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh as running mate, do you think it's a good choice?
Do I think it's a good choice? I am indifferent. I don't know. I am not excited about this. Not to say I don't like him.
Okay.
As a politician, we all know he's very knowledgeable. He's very experienced as a politician. But do I like him as a running mate to Dr. Bawumia? Maybe not.
Okay.
If you ask me, like I mentioned, he's very experienced when it comes to this political system we have in this country. He's a professional. He's a medical doctor.
I feel like he has always been the number one choice for the running mate position for the party. If not for the loose talk he did, I think he would have been announced earlier.
I beg to differ.
Okay.
He may have been the choice all this while, but I'm not sure I subscribe to what you're saying.
But do you subscribe to that statement that we should bring our own timetable?
I don't. But then again, what context are we looking at when he made that statement? A journalist was trying to provoke the guy.
Okay.
You asked him once. He said there's no timetable. You asked him twice. He said there's no timetable. Now it's like you and I having a conversation. That is where, hey, but this person is coming to be our vice president. If he votes for him,
I'm just happy you've deduced that, because I wanted to ask that if you are taking an office, I wouldn't downplay the office of the energy minister, right? But if you are holding a position like that and you can't even control your emotions on a simple question as simple as when are we getting a timetable, then you have no business in the higher office.
I disagree. We are all humans. See,
because you are even going to deal with bigger challenges.
Akufo-Addo, Dr. Bawumia, His Excellency Mahama, they all have their bad moments.
Right. I mean, no one is perfect.
Yes, but you see, just judging him based on that incident, that is what I'm disagreeing with you about. Okay, so I'm saying that this guy, let's give him a chance. That is if Bawumia wants him. But
giving a chance,
you can't also say that because of what happened or what he said about drawing your own timetable, that is why if the decision to pick him as a running mate has delayed this much. Okay. I disagree.
Okay.
I have my issues with him.
It's not a statement of fact. So yes, I'm not saying what I'm saying.
I am disagreeing to what you are saying.
Good.
Exactly.
Okay. So here, this is a netizen on X saying that she's called Boatima Gifty. She says, for NPP to win this election, they must get 70 to 78% votes from the Ashanti region. It's very clear why Dr. Bawumia is settling on Napo. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Let's not deny the fact that Ashanti region, as we have it now, is the World Bank of the NPP. As it stands now, we all know many of the citizens are not happy with the Akufo-Addo administration, especially the second term we are currently in. But here's the case. The thing I hear is a Dankwa Buzia tradition. So if the thing went to the Buzia,
it has to then now
Jamie
move
Dankwa,
to
it has to move to Buzia, it has to move to the Dombo. And now you have a northern region or a northerner as your candidates now. So I don't know, but I read in the news that they went into this consensus to say that the running mates must come from Ashanti region. And if you look around the Ashanti region, really, the two names that are top are Educhum,
the current education
Napo.
minister.
But Napo has this army behind him in the NPP. Let's not deny the facts. The guy is very, very, very much loved in the party.
Speaking of that, let's look at Napo as a person, his works, and why you think, okay, this is not too bad of a choice.
Great. So let's give him his credit. He's a medical doctor.
Yes.
So first off, he's a professional. Tick.
Yeah.
He's an experienced politician. Tick.
Yeah.
He has a constituency behind him, if for nothing at all. And we also know how he's linked to the Ashanti kingdom.
Yeah.
As in, he's a royal.
Yeah.
Let's not belittle that fact. That alone can be in Napo's favor big time. Whoever is competing with him for the slot, you have that to deal with. So,
would you also agree with Napo you've described so excellently? We have that same Napo who is insensitive, who doesn't even have those leadership qualities. If you look at the portfolios he has held over the years, the education ministry, yes, they said he implemented the free SHS and all of that. So if you look at that profile, now look at the works he has done in the energy ministry. You think all these warrant him a leadership position or an office as high as the office of the vice president?
Why not? He's seen it all. In this country, you have to be MP and minister to know how this governance thing works. And he's a cabinet minister.
So it means he should be someone who should know better, not to be insensitive to the people.
What you are basing your argument on are soft skills that can be worked on.
Okay.
Unless we are saying that these are things we can't do anything about. Now, when his name is mentioned, you are going to see a lot of changes when it comes to Opoku Prempeh. Even how he speaks, how he's going to conduct himself. Take it or leave it. The office comes with it.
Okay.
You can be the rudest person on earth, but the moment you are given such titles or opportunities, you will change.
So his choice...
We all saw a Kennedy Japan as a candidate versus a typical Kennedy Japan when he has nothing to lose, as in he's not even running for any office or election. Did you see the branding? Did you see how he was tactful about everything he said and all of that?
But this was the same man who, when he bashed Bawumia and was talking about how he has performed badly with the CD, you know, during those campaign period. Now that he lost the primaries and Bawumia is on his campaign trail, we saw him supporting Bawumia, asking Ghanaians that Bawumia is the right man. So even people like that, how then do you even, because on one hand they say the man is not good. Now that they are not in the picture, they say he is the man for us. And
people who make such arguments, let me say, do not understand the political system of this country. People who make such arguments. See, politics, you know how we dey talk in any formula now. If it's uppercut, you will give the person make it die. After the election, and it was an internal election, I'm not sure if you and I are going to run for the same slots in even though we work in this company or we are we are both working for Disrupt. Don't think that I'm coming to sing your praises. Then what is the competition we have between us? I have to say the things that will hurt you just to get me or win me votes on the other side. So these things are, even as class prefects or people who are vying for positions in primary schools, are they not downplaying the other opponent just so they win votes from the other side? You know, it's part of the politics we play in this country, and it's normal worldwide.
Well, normal is debatable, but I want, you know, the good book says that if one is able to handle the little that is given to him or her, then he would be able to handle something bigger. Now, this was a minister who was seen in a video on a radio station protesting that if government allocates money for candidacy defense system, he would protest. His office is about servitude, service to mankind. And I believe this even candidacy defense system is to serve the people of Keta. And you make statements like this. Now, so even this statement, after that, now the one he's noted for, the timetable one. Now you realize that there's a bit of consistency in how this man speaks when he doesn't like or agree to an opinion or to a thinking. And my point is, you are holding an office such as, say education ministry, say energy ministry, and you are acting this way. For me, layman sitting there, I'm like, hey, so what would you do if you are the second most powerful man in the country? What would be the behavior? Is it still the same behavior you are taking to the office there? Then for me, this is not the choice.
So, like I said,
Is it the choice for you?
I told you in the beginning I'm indifferent. Okay. But you see, let's start from when Akufo-Addo became president. He was in charge of the education ministry. Let's not deny the fact that he excelled at rolling out this program.
The free SHS.
Which became one of the biggest things that has ever happened recently in our political system. And it was a big thing during the 2020 elections.
I'm not saying he's not.
So, no, you see, as human as we are, what is politics without controversies, really, in Ghana?
Okay.
Name one person who did politics from whenever they started to they retired and tell me that there wasn't this dent on their white shirt.
I mean, it will be
some may exist, but there will always be that. See, we can all not be good in everybody's book.
Okay.
That person you admire so much is hated by another person because he needed an appointment to come and see somebody and didn't get. And because of that, he's going around about mouthing people. So I'm saying that as human as we are, there will always be flaws. He has his flaws, like being arrogant, the way he speaks. Some even say during his time as education minister, the headmistresses and the headmasters were not able to talk because when you do, you will be punished and all of that.
Or transferred.
For me, where I sit, everything he did, maybe he had a goal in mind. Did he achieve that goal or not? If he achieved it, then all the excesses can be looked at by saying that if you want to be the vice president of this country, then we expect A, B, C, D. And you see, I told you that naturally, when he is announced as the running mate of Dr. Bawumia, you see. You see how this guy will come to you, beg you, be humble and everything.
Others will say that is fanfooling.
It's not fanfooling. It depends on how you look at it. But as you are seated here, if we go to a program right now and you're invited to the
days or the
higher table
or the days,
I'm sure when you are eating, you'll be watching to see if somebody is looking at you. But if you are with your friends in that corner, do you see how you behave? It's just like this one. And you see that Brandon crash started somewhere last year where he got married. People had issues with that. All of a sudden,
kneeling down before president
and
showing how
kings
humble
and
he is.
To show how
these are all these things for me. So me, if I sit and watch this, I'll be like, what? All these theatrics for what? No, you see. Would you be surprised if, say, may he so rest in peace, our late president, Dr. Ivan Satamios, is the one kneeling before probably maybe Jerry John Rawlings?
See,
or
we can't box all politicians.
No, so you see, that's the point I'm trying to make. People are just
no matter what you do, you have the Margaret Thatchers in politics. You have the Macrons in politics, and which people are even gentle I can use. The Joe Bidens. You have people who just do not want to get themselves into any controversy. That is there.
Okay.
But you see, your personality and mine is different.
You know what? Let's leave it to the viewers. Let us know what you think. If Napo is the best choice, or if they could have settled for a different, candidate. But hey, that is not in our hands. Let us know what you think. And whilst you're doing that, don't forget to recommend this channel to your friend, family, friends. Sit at home, relax, and enjoy this episode. Your final words.
My final words. I'm indifferent.
Okay.
The party may like him as a running mate, but for me, I don't think as a nation we'll be happy with his candidature. But hey, we are not NPP and we can't decide for them.
Woo! I think he has said it all. This has been Sauce and Pepper. Catch you next time. We out.